Are you stuck on a certain level of your life? You've been trying hard, learning all sorts of things, and exploring every avenue, yet money still doesn't come. It might not be because you're not good enough, but because you're climbing the wrong level or overlooking a crucial foundational one. Most people chase wealth by trying to ascend quickly, but like a pyramid, if the foundation isn't solid, the higher you go, the more likely it is to collapse. You'll find that only when you move through the right level, at the right time, with the right inner state, will money truly flow to you, not because you're better than others, but because you've aligned with the right flow. This guide isn't just about telling you what to do to get rich. It will lead you through each level, from the roots, health, personal growth, family, to the higher levels of spirituality and awakening, where your destiny begins to shift. If you truly want to transform your life, stay until the end, because awakening just one level you've neglected could turn the page to a new chapter in your life. Chapter 1. The root of wealth. Health. Most people dream of wealth, but unconsciously overlook the most critical factor: a healthy body and a vibrant flow of life energy. Health is the foundational asset that quietly influences everything else: your intellect, emotions, actions, decision-making ability, and even your capacity to generate wealth. You might have $1 million idea, but if you're foggy in the morning, exhausted by afternoon, and sleepless at night, it will remain just a thought. You could stand before a life-changing opportunity, but if your body lacks vitality and your mind lacks clarity, you'll miss it like so many others. Thus, health isn't something to address when you're free or have spare time. It must be the top priority in every wealth-building journey. Modern people often define health too narrowly, thinking it's just the absence of illness. But true health means waking up each morning with natural energy and a positive mindset, working with focus and efficiency without prolonged fatigue, enjoying your meals, sleeping deeply, digesting well, not being overly swayed by negative emotions, and recovering quickly from stress or trauma. Health isn't a fixed state. It's a continuous flow of renewal, recovery, and adaptation that shifts daily. To keep that flow smooth, you need to align with nature, not fight against it. The human body has a remarkable ability to heal itself, but only when you don't disrupt its natural rhythms. Every cell has an almost miraculous intelligence. Your immune system knows how to detoxify, fight viruses, and repair damaged tissue. But the modern lifestyle constantly interferes with this ability. When you overeat, sleep too little, consume negative information endlessly, or rely on medications without adjusting your habits, you're draining your body daily. That's why, despite living in an era of advanced medicine, people are getting sicker. To restore health from the root without expensive methods, the first step is to live in harmony with nature. Go to bed early and wake up early, as your body's hormonal cycles and functions align with sunlight, not artificial lights. Eat according to your biological rhythm: a hearty breakfast, a balanced lunch, and a light dinner. Drink enough water, breathe deeply, and move under natural light. Minimize chemicals, processed foods, and stimulants like caffeine or energy drinks. Turn off screens at least 30 minutes before bed to let your nervous system rest. True wealth begins with keeping your life energy vibrant. Money is the end result. Before that comes effective work, and before that, clear thinking. But the deepest root is your inner energy, which stems from both physical and mental health. Without energy, you procrastinate, feel tired, lose motivation, and miss opportunities. Thus, keeping yourself full of energy is the highest return investment you can make. A healthy body allows you to work without burning out, a clear mind to see shorter paths, a resilient spirit to avoid being knocked down by emotions, and, most importantly, the endurance to pursue your goals to the end. Here are 5 simple steps to rebuild your health foundation. 1. Wake up 30 minutes earlier each day. Just sit quietly, breathe deeply, and move lightly to reset your natural biological rhythm for the day. 2. Drink warm water upon waking. It helps detoxify your body, kickstart digestion, and reduce toxins. 3. Eat dinner before 7 p.m. This allows your liver to rest and your body to shift into recovery mode at night. 4. Sleep before 11 p.m. This is when your internal organs begin their regeneration process. 5. Move for 30 minutes daily. No need for intense workouts. Just walk outdoors, stretch, and breathe deeply to sustain your life energy flow. A prosperous destiny cannot be built on a foundation of depleted health. If you're serious about transforming your life, don't start with money. Start with your body. When you live in harmony with nature, your body returns to its primal healing function. When your body is healthy, your mind becomes clear. When your mind is clear, your actions are precise. When your actions are precise, wealth follows as a natural outcome, without force. Wealth isn't the result of running fast. It's the reward for those with the strength to go far. And to go far, the first thing you need is health. Chapter 2. Building wealth from within. Many believe that to become wealthy, they must start by working harder, taking bigger risks, or chasing high-return investments. But the irony is that the greatest opportunity, the most sustainable source of wealth, lies within you, not outside. Personal growth isn't a secondary option. It's the fertile soil where all other assets are planted. No entrepreneur achieves lasting success without heavily investing in themselves. Those who neglect personal growth will eventually be replaced in a world that changes daily. Not learning is moving backward. Personal growth is a form of wealth building that can never be taken away. What you've developed within yourself, money can be lost, opportunities can slip away, even reputations can be tarnished. But if you have solid knowledge, clear thinking, strong skills, and inner resilience, you can always rise again, no matter what you lose. Look at truly wealthy people. They are lifelong learners. They read books, while others scroll social media, hone skills, while others waste time, and reflect deeply, while others cast blame. That's the difference between those who chase luck and those who become luck. Here are 5 pillars of personal growth that lead to true wealth. 1. Practical knowledge. It's not about learning a lot, but learning what you need to solve your life's challenges. If you're an entrepreneur, study human psychology, market trends, and negotiation skills. If you're an employee, learn how to increase your value and optimize performance. Learn to apply, not just to know. 2. Critical thinking. The world doesn't lack smart people, but it lacks those who dare to question. Personal growth starts with breaking free from old mindsets, doubting what's assumed to be true, and examining which beliefs are holding you back. 3. Inner discipline. Sustainable growth is impossible without self-control. Discipline keeps you acting even without inspiration and prevents you from quitting when results aren't immediate. A disciplined person controls their own destiny. 4. Self-understanding. Many rush into the world to chase money without knowing what they want, where they're strong, or where they're weak. The result is following trends, burning out, and not knowing why. When you understand yourself, you choose the right path, the right pace, and remain unshaken by others. 5. Activating the energy of learning. Learning isn't a one-time task, it's a lifestyle. Lifelong learners never lack ideas, energy, or adaptability. This intangible asset is what creates true wealth. How do you grow daily without feeling overwhelmed? Instead of trying to learn everything, go deep into one thing each day. One lesson, one book chapter, one idea, as long as you can apply it to your work or life. That's significant progress. Turn off social media for an hour, daily to learn something valuable. The difference between successful people and others often lies in how they use their hours. Keep a personal growth journal, noting what you learned each day, where you went wrong, and how you'll improve tomorrow. Inner growth is the foundation for external wealth. You can't earn more than what you believe you deserve, nor hold on to what exceeds your inner capacity. That's why those lacking inner depth lose wealth as quickly as it comes. Conversely, by continuously growing, you expand the container for your luck, broadening your energy field to receive more without overflowing. Wealth doesn't come from outside, it comes from inner accumulation. Personal growth isn't a phase, it's the lifestyle of those who want to actively shape their destiny, not leave it to chance. If you're serious about wealth, don't ask what to do to make money fast. Ask, how did I become a better version of myself today? Money flows to those big enough to hold it, and that bigness starts with small steps of investing in yourself. Knowledge, mindset, emotions, and resilience. No one can get rich for you, but you can absolutely build wealth from within, starting today. Chapter 3. Family, the hidden current of blessings or burdens. When it comes to success and wealth, most people focus on skills, mindset, opportunities, and personal effort. But there's something that quietly shapes your entire destiny, which few dare to explore deeply. Family, the place where your first beliefs are programmed, your foundational character is formed, and your drive to live is either nurtured or stifled. Family is like an underground stream in a field. You don't see it flowing on the surface, but it determines whether the crops thrive or wither, whether the fruit blooms or dries up. That stream can be nourishing if you grew up in a positive, loving environment, or it can be stagnant if you were raised amidst trauma, control, comparison, or lack. Either way, you can't deny that family influences how you love, how you fear, how you earn money, and how you see yourself. Family is where your financial beliefs are first programmed. Do you believe money is hard to earn or easy to come by? Do you feel worthy of wealth or always inferior? Do you spend with freedom or fear? The answers often don't come from experience, but from childhood, from the repeated words of your parents. Money doesn't grow on trees. Don't aim too high, just focus on getting by. We're not as well off as others. Rich people aren't usually good people. These seemingly harmless phrases become root beliefs, programming your subconscious. Later in life, no matter how many self-help books you read, if you haven't unlearned these old family beliefs, you'll unconsciously sabotage yourself. You'll reject opportunities or squander earnings because deep down, you don't believe you deserve to keep wealth. No one can choose where they're born, but you can choose how to live moving forward. If your family was a source of pain, start with understanding and letting go. Parents aren't perfect, just as you aren't. They pass on what they have, love in the way they know, even if that sometimes hurts you. But blame only prolongs the wound. Forgiveness is the shortest path to breaking generational cycles and transforming your family. Transforming family doesn't mean making it perfect. It means being awake enough not to repeat old mistakes, not to carry that pain into new relationships, and not to pass unhealed wounds to the next generation. If you can do this, you're not just saving yourself. You're restoring a lineage, cleansing a long-blocked energy flow. And when family harmony is unblocked, wealth flows like water, freed from a dam. Family is also the greatest source of strength. No one lifts you higher than the unconditional love of family. When you have someone who believes in you, supports you, and fuels your energy daily, you're stronger than any external system. True happiness isn't in your bank balance. It's in earning money and having a place to return to, people to share it with, and memories to cherish. If you're fortunate to have a supportive family, Don't take it for granted. Nurture it. Listen more. Talk. Connect. And be grateful. A strong family bond is the greatest shield against life's storms. If your family is broken, don't wait for others to change first. Start with your kindness. A meal shared on time. A text to check in. A hug for no reason. Sometimes, that's enough to restart a flow of energy that seemed lost. Here are 5 simple steps to heal and activate blessings from family. 1. Write down negative money beliefs you learned from family and replace them with new, positive affirmations. 2. Ask yourself, am I repeating anything that caused my parents pain? And start correcting it. 3. Talk to your loved ones as if time is running out, because, in truth, you don't know how much time you have. 4. Create a small family ritual. Eat together, share stories at the end of the day, exercise, or take a walk together weekly. 5. Build a future home on conscious foundations. Don't let old wounds pass to the next generation. You may not be as rich as someone else, but if you have a whole, harmonious family, you possess a rare and precious form of wealth. And if your family has hurt you, understand, you're not a victim of ancestral burdens. You're chosen to transform them. Family is where everything begins. By awakening this energy level, you not only step into your own fortune, but also unlock blessings for an entire lineage. Chapter 4. Relationships, the intangible asset. The poor often think wealth is money, gold, or real estate. The truly rich understand that the most valuable asset is relationships. Right people, right time, right level. You may be talented, but if you work alone, unnoticed, untrusted, and without doors opened for you, you're like a gem buried deep underground. A person may have strong abilities, but to leap forward and go far, they need relationships as supportive arms, as invisible steps leading to opportunities. Are you living in a network that amplifies or drains your energy? Every relationship in your life either fuels you or saps you. Those who lift you up inspire you, believe in you, and make you better. Those who drag you down sow doubt, comparison, manipulation, and push you into negativity. Some people, in just a few minutes, make you feel enlightened, motivated, and eager to live meaningfully. Others, with just a few messages, leave you exhausted, confused, and hopeless. This isn't because you're weak. It's because their energy either resonates with or cancels out yours. Understanding this, you'll stop forming careless connections. You'll cherish those who uplift you and distance yourself from those who pull you down, not out of hate, but to protect your destiny. Money follows relationships, but not every relationship generates money. Many confuse broad socializing with deep connection. They network everywhere, attend every event, call everyone buddy or friend. But when they truly need help, no one steps up. That's not connection. It's an illusion. A true relationship is built on trust, mutual support, and growth together. You don't need many. Just a few deep, real, sincere connections form a foundation more valuable than gold. Remember, life's biggest opportunities often come not from strangers, but from someone who believed in you, saw you live with integrity, work with heart, and act with depth. Here are 3 types of people you need to elevate your destiny. 1. The mentor, the guide. They help you see invisible limits, teach you to move faster and smarter. They don't have to be older, just a few steps ahead in the field you aspire to. A mentor saves you from countless mistakes. 2. The companion, the resonator. They face challenges with you, work, learn, struggle, and grow alongside you. They keep you from giving up. They don't need to be the best, just the most genuine. 3. The awakener, the mirror. They often make you uncomfortable, but reveal your true self. They might be someone who hurt or criticized you, but through them, you learn where you need to grow. How to build a network of relationships with wealth-generating energy. 1. Start with the value you bring. Don't approach people thinking, "What can I get from them?" Ask, "What can I contribute to them?" Giving first is the foundation of lasting connections. 2. Listen more than you speak. People remember those who listen. They don't need you to be brilliant, just sincere. 3. Choose high-energy groups. Seek communities with positive cultures, focused on personal growth and clear life goals. Your environment shapes your vision and standards. 4. Withdraw from toxic relationships. If someone consistently leaves you tired, doubting yourself, or drained, step away. A true relationship brightens you, not dims you. 5. Express gratitude, don't assume. A timely thank you can bond people for life. Taking others for granted cools relationships. Be grateful for those who helped, believed in, or walked with you, even briefly. Money follows energy. Energy flows through people, and people form networks that plant the seeds for opportunities, wealth, and futures. You don't need 100 relationships, just 3 to 5 at the right frequency. Those who believe in you when you have nothing, who tell you the truth when you think you're great, and who remind you that you were born to grow, not stay stuck in your comfort zone. You'll know you're on the right path when the relationships around you make you want to be a better version of yourself every day. Chapter 5. Career. Turning value into wealth. Many treat work like a duty, dragging through days to reach the weekend, months to get paid, and years to retire. But a career isn't meant to grind you down. If aligned correctly, it's the path to transform your inner value into money, influence, and freedom. Work shouldn't be a burden. It should be a natural expression of your inner energy flow, where you use your talents, live authentically, create, and serve. When you truly awaken to your career, you realize work isn't about earning a living. It's about living through your work. A career isn't a job title. It's a journey of fulfilling your mission. A career isn't the same as a job. Jobs change, but a career is the thread running through your life. Some employees have vibrant careers, while some executives are empty inside, clinging to hollow titles without soul. To awaken your career's core, ask, what am I truly great at? What do I love? What does society need from me? When these 3 circles overlap, you've found your mission. And when your career aligns with your mission, you don't need to force motivation. You are the motivation. Here are 3 stages to elevate your career for true wealth. 1. Do well to survive. In the beginning, you need skills good enough to earn a living and avoid being left behind. Don't dream of big money if you work carelessly. Do just enough or refuse to learn. Professionalism is the prerequisite for survival. 2. Do right to advance. Once you're stable, reassess. Is your work leading somewhere? Is it building long-term assets? Is it leveraging your strengths? Doing the right work helps you progress faster, tire less, and sustain energy longer. 3. Do with heart for true freedom. This is the highest level. You work not just for money, but to contribute, inspire, and make an impact. Money becomes a byproduct. The more true value you give, the greater and more natural the financial return. Signs you're on the wrong career path and how to course correct. You're constantly exhausted despite light work. Your job may not suit your strengths or hold meaning for you. You compare yourself to others endlessly. You might be in the wrong place or living by others' standards. You fear failure so much you avoid change. You're clinging, not growing. Careers don't thrive on clinging. Solution: pause and reflect. How are you living through your current work? Are you trading health for a paycheck? sacrificing your true value to please someone? If so, it's time to redefine your career. How to transform daily work into a wealth-generating journey. 1. Identify your core talent. Everyone has a natural gift. Speaking, writing, organizing, creating, healing, inspiring, connecting. Discover, refine, and wield it as your primary tool. 2. Find the intersection of passion and market. The market doesn't pay for what you love, but for the value you provide. Position yourself as a problem solver for others. 3. Create your own solutions. Whether employed or entrepreneurial, think like a creator. Don't just follow orders. Improve systems, propose innovations, exceed expectations. 4. Build endurance and focus. Those who soar stay undistracted. Wake earlier, exercise regularly, avoid drama. You'll outpace 80% of others. 5. Redefine your career regularly. Every 6 months, ask, am I growing toward my mission? If off track, adjust early. The farther you go down the wrong path, the harder it is to turn back. A career isn't for mere survival. It's where your soul shines through in the material world. Those who work with heart won't be replaced. Those who live their mission never burn out. Those who create real value are always rewarded, no matter how markets shift. Work isn't a burden if you choose the right place to pour your energy. And when you work at the right level, money stops being something you chase. It flows to you like water rushing to its source. Chapter 6. Contribution, the secret to keeping wealth and unlocking blessings. You may earn a lot of money, but that doesn't guarantee you'll keep it. In the material world, people think keeping money comes from financial skills. But in the world of energy, where destiny truly operates, keeping wealth is a form of blessing, and earning more is a result of contribution. Contribution isn't just charity or giving when you have extra. It's how you engage with life daily. Do you work with heart or just to get by? Do you serve others to make them better or only for your gain? Do you treat customers, colleagues, and partners with genuine respect or as tools for your benefit? These are all forms of contribution. The energy you quietly give each day accumulates into blessings that sustain your wealth long term. Why do some who get rich lose it all? Stories of lottery winners going broke, successful entrepreneurs facing legal troubles, or overnight tycoons crashing aren't rare. The issue isn't that they didn't know how to earn money. It's that their blessings weren't deep enough to hold that wealth. They were rich in money, but poor in ethics, drained of life's meaning, empty of spiritual energy. Money is energy, smarter than you think. It doesn't just stay with the skilled, it stays with the worthy. Only through true contribution do you create a magnetic field strong enough to retain money, honor, peace, and sustainable growth. Contribution doesn't make you poorer. It's the secret to activating the flow of wealth. Here's an interesting paradox. Those who give wisely don't lose. They gain more. In the nature of energy, you only truly own what you're willing to share. Those who hoard, afraid to give, fall into a scarcity mindset. That mindset narrows their financial frequency, and wealth, by law, flows only to open channels. Contribution doesn't have to be money. It can be a timely word of encouragement, a kind act without seeking credit, a moment of yielding instead of winning, a skill shared with someone in need, or quiet support when someone's struggling. The more value you create for others, the more the universe repays you. Through good people, unexpected opportunities, or money finding its way to you. Most importantly, you feel worthy of wealth. Contributing the right way isn't blind or self-sacrificial. Many hear contribution and think of giving up, losing, or working for free forever. That's a misunderstanding. True contribution is giving with wisdom, knowing who, what, and when to give, while ensuring you're nurtured too. You can't pour from an empty cup, so fill yourself first. Contribution doesn't oppose earning money. It makes the money you earn meaningful and lasting. It's not about selling yourself short. It's about offering yourself intentionally, knowing that the more useful you are, the less replaceable you become in the game of destiny. Daily ways to contribute to increase blessings and sustain wealth. 1. Dedicate at least 10% of your time or income to something beyond yourself. This could be family, community, those less fortunate, or even a friend who needs your ear. 2. Ask when working, what am I serving that's bigger than me? If you can't answer, adjust your perspective or change your work. 3. Turn skills into shared tools. If you're a great cook, teach someone. If you're good with finances, share tips with friends. Unused skills become waste over time. 4. Uphold integrity even when no one's watching. Honesty, kindness, and gratitude are silent contributions with powerful energy. 5. Ask daily, what did I do today to make the world better? Even one small act adds a point to your blessings account. You keep money with skills, but you sustain wealth with blessings. Blessings are built through conscious acts of contribution. Truly wealthy people don't fear sharing. They know giving doesn't diminish them. It keeps the flow of money clean, fluid, and returning to where it's valued. Contribution is the 6th energy level in the pyramid of destiny, transforming labor into blessings, value into connections, and me into we. When you reach this level, you see wealth isn't just about how much money you have, it's about how many lives you lift along the way. Chapter 7. Spirituality, the highest level steering destiny. All the lower levels of the destiny pyramid, health, personal growth, family, relationships, career, and contribution, are vital foundations. But without the highest level, spirituality, the entire structure can collapse at any moment, like a tall building without a central spine to balance it in a storm. Spirituality isn't mystical, nor is it superstition or detachment from reality. It's a deep awareness of life's essence, of cause and effect, of the interconnectedness between the universe and humanity, between what's seen and heard, and what transcends logic. A spiritual person isn't someone chanting or visiting temples all day. It's someone who realizes every action, word, and thought shapes their fate. Spirituality is the control center of your life's operations. Many believe health, skills, relationships, and a career are enough for success. Yet countless people with all these still crumble, lost, depressed, addicted, or bankrupt. Why? Because they're empty inside, lacking a spiritual anchor, depth to navigate crises, or inner direction when the world shifts. Spirituality is the anchor, the roof connecting the entire pyramid to the sky, where destiny, timing, and cosmic forces operate. Those with deep spirituality endure upheaval without breaking, because they understand everything has cycles, prosperity and decline, arrivals and departures. When you stop forcing outcomes, you find freedom. Spirituality doesn't weaken you. It makes you resolute, clear, and self-mastered. Some think spirituality means passivity or surrender, but in truth, only with enough spirituality do you gain the inner strength to act rightly. Spiritual people advance without greed, retreat without fear, let go when needed, and hold firm when necessary. They don't rush, get swept into competition, or need to outdo others. They focus on living true to their path, their journey, and serving something greater than themselves. Spirituality isn't abandoning everything to seek enlightenment. It's doing ordinary work with an extraordinary heart, earning money without compromising ethics, accepting losses without hatred. Spiritual people steer their destiny rather than being dragged by it. You can't control every event, but you can choose your response. And those responses, bit by bit, form your fate. Spiritual people aren't pulled by karma. They consciously plant good seeds, live awake, and create a purposeful life. They believe in cause and effect, but aren't superstitious. They meditate without expecting rewards. They live responsibly, knowing every action leaves a mark in life's energy field. Start now by reconnecting with yourself, looking inward, and living with depth in every decision. Spirituality in a material age doesn't detach you from life. It elevates life to a higher level. In a noisy world, spirituality is the ability to be still. In a deceitful society, it's radical honesty. When people are anxious, doubtful, or dishonest, spiritual people are calm, clear, and trustworthy. Spirituality isn't just kind thoughts or reading philosophical books. It's gratitude for each breath, seeing others with compassion instead of judgment, working with a pure heart not for selfish gain, but for what's right, knowing when to stop, let go, and slow down to understand more. Spiritual people aren't better than others, but they're less confused, less fearful, less envious. And that draws wealth, connections, and trust naturally. Here are 6 ways to live spiritually in everyday life. 1. Practice morning mindfulness. Before engaging with the world, spend 10 minutes meditating or breathing deeply to set a conscious energy for the day. 2. Note 3 things you're grateful for daily. A grateful heart is a blessed heart. Gratitude makes life feel enough. 3. Observe emotions without reacting. When angry, jealous, or anxious, pause for 3 seconds and look at the feeling. That's active meditation. 4. Live true to your values. Spirituality is honesty with yourself, needing no one's approval. 5. See everyone as a teacher. In your journey of consciousness, those who hurt you teach limits. Those who inspire you show direction. 6. Ask, if tomorrow were my last day, how would I live today? This question awakens you daily to live authentically, not just exist. Spirituality isn't the highest level to reach, it's the deepest level to return to truth, peace, and awakening. Those with the lower 6 levels but no spirituality are still prone to getting lost, falling, or panicking when life veers off course. But those with spirituality, even without much money or fame, radiate a powerful aura of calm, freedom, and attraction. And when your heart is deep enough, money, people, and opportunities arrive, without strain, struggle, or scheming. You've merged with a flow greater than personal effort, the flow of heaven, earth, and humanity united. Chapter 8. The Law of Sowing. What are you planting for your destiny? If life is a field, every action, thought, and word is a seed. Sooner or later, those seeds sprout, grow, and bear sweet fruit or bitter ones, depending on what you planted. No part of life is random. No stroke of luck is without cause. Everything you have or lack stems from what you've sown in the past. The law of sowing isn't abstract philosophy. It's a natural law, operating like gravity, silent, precise, fair, and impartial. You reap what you sow, maybe not instantly, but it will come. Destiny isn't about chance, it's about what you plant daily. People tend to blame fate. Why am I suffering? Why is someone else luckier? Why do I keep trying without getting ahead? But few step back to ask, what have I truly sown? You can't sow procrastination and expect success. Sow comparison and expect peace. Sow negativity and expect a positive life. Or sow half-hearted effort and expect lasting results. Conversely, you can't sow kindness without reward, persistence without fruit, or generosity without companionship. The harvest just hasn't ripened yet, but it's growing daily. Here are 3 types of seeds people unconsciously sow daily and how to transform them. 1. Seeds of action. Every action, no matter how small, creates results. Being late once may not matter, but 50 times erodes trust. Skipping 1 lesson today seems minor, but after 100 days, you're far behind those who keep learning. Transform. Focus on small, consistent, purposeful actions. Never underestimate what you do daily, no matter how small. 2. Seeds of thought. Scarcity mindsets, fear, blame, and resentment are toxic seeds. They quietly sprout into habits, attitudes, and even shape your character. You can't build a new life with an old mind. Transform. When negative thoughts arise, pause and replace them with a conscious question. What perspective am I choosing for my life? 3. Seeds of emotion. Envy, anger, guilt, and inferiority pull you to lower levels. Gratitude, compassion, and joy raise your vibration, attracting luck and wealth. Transform. Each night, reflect. What emotions did I nurture today? Then choose a positive emotion to plant for tomorrow. Sowing isn't about scheming, it's about becoming. Kind people don't act kindly for rewards. They're kind because it's who they are. Those who act rightly don't do so for praise. They can't stand doing wrong. That's the highest level of sowing. Actions flowing from your essence, unswayed by expectations. When you live this way, you feel light. You don't chase results or lose direction when the harvest isn't immediate. You know, I'm becoming who I want to be. That's the most enduring achievement. Sow anew to reap differently. Daily. Each morning, choose 1 value to sow. E.g., today, I'll plant patience. Stay mindful of it all day, and you've sown differently. Weekly. Do 1 kind act without seeking recognition, no matter how small. A heartfelt thank you, a sincere check-in, an anonymous help. These seeds quietly grow into good fortune. Monthly. Clear 1 old belief. Write down negative beliefs. I'm not worthy. I'm not as good as others. I'll never make it. And replace them with grounded, positive ones. Quarterly. Invest in a truly useful skill. Learning is sowing. Plant knowledge, reap vision, plant discipline, reap a career. Yearly. Choose 1 big seed to nurture. A meaningful project, a deep relationship, a personal growth journey. Just 1, but see it through. No one is born to suffer, but some live without knowing what they're sowing. That's why they don't thrive, not just in money, but in blessings, happiness, and meaning. To change your destiny, sow. With awareness, right actions, wholesome emotions, consistency, and patience, even without immediate results. You don't reap what you wish for. You reap what you've sown and nurtured daily through who you're becoming. The law of sowing is universal and impartial. It doesn't care about your background, your excuses, or your intentions, only what you plant. If you sow distraction, you'll harvest chaos. If you sow effort, you'll harvest progress. If you sow love, you'll harvest connection. The beauty of this law is its fairness. Anyone, at any time, can start sowing differently to reap a better future. But sowing well requires intention and care. A farmer doesn't scatter seeds randomly and hope for a harvest. They prepare the soil, choose the right seeds, water them, and protect them from pests. Your life is the same. Your mind is the soil. Your actions are the seeds. Your habits are the water. And your discipline is the shield against weeds like doubt or laziness. Every day, you're farming your destiny. To make this practical, consider how you can align your daily life with intentional sowing. Daily. Each morning, choose 1 value to sow. Week. Today, I'll plant patience. Stay mindful of it all day, and you've sown differently. For example, instead of snapping at a slow cashier, take a deep breath and smile. That small act plants a seed of calm. Weekly. Do one kind act without seeking recognition, no matter how small. A heartfelt thank you, a sincere check-in text to a friend, or helping a neighbor with a task. These seeds quietly grow into good fortune, like new opportunities or supportive relationships. Monthly. Clear one old belief. Write down negative beliefs. I'm not worthy. I'm not as good as others. I'll never make it. And replace them with grounded positive ones like, I'm learning and growing every day. This shifts the soil of your mind for better seeds. Quarterly. Invest in a truly useful skill. Learning is sowing. Plant knowledge. Reap vision. Plant discipline. Reap a career. For instance, take an online course in public speaking or budgeting, skills that open doors. Yearly. Choose one big seed to nurture, a meaningful project, a deep relationship, a personal growth journey. Just one, but see it through. Maybe it's writing a book, rebuilding ties with a sibling, or starting a side hustle. Commit to it fully. The law of sowing teaches you that you're never stuck. No matter where you are, you can plant new seeds today. The harvest may take time, weeks, months, or years, but it's coming. The key is to trust the process and keep sowing, even when the ground looks barren. Every seed you plant with intention is a step toward a richer life, not just in wealth, but in purpose and peace. Chapter 9. The Lever of Awakening. Sometimes you feel like you're falling behind. Everything crumbles, opportunities slip away, finances plummet, health fails, relationships break. You feel life has backed you into a corner. But often, these moments are the most powerful levers of awakening. Life isn't crushing you. It's forcing you to pause and look closely, like a bow that must be pulled back deeply to launch an arrow far. Life works the same way. Each setback, if you adjust, can propel you forward exponentially. Crises aren't endings. They're thresholds of rebirth. No transformation comes without pain. No true light without passing through darkness. Crises aren't punishments. They're calls from your deeper consciousness, urging you to reflect, adjust, and step into a higher level of living. You've lost a job to realize you must live your passion, been betrayed to learn self-love and choose better people, or faced financial failure to master money management and long-term thinking. If you're at rock bottom, don't just ask, why did this happen to me? Ask, what am I being called to awaken? That's how awakened people approach crises. Here are 3 levels of crisis and the awakening opportunities within them. 1. Circumstantial crisis, external events, job loss, breakup, bankruptcy, accidents. These are clear, visible crises. But blaming circumstances ensures repetition. Approach. Review your lifestyle, beliefs, and decisions. This crisis may be the destiny correction you've long delayed. For example, losing a job might push you to finally pursue a career in a field you love, like graphic design or teaching. 2. Inner crisis. Everything outside is fine, but you feel empty, purposeless, unsure why you're living. This silent crisis is the most dangerous, eroding you daily without obvious signs. Approach. Reconnect with your spiritual core, asking deeply, who am I? Why am I here? Whose expectations am I living for? Honest answers reveal your path. For instance, feeling unfulfilled in a stable job might lead you to volunteer work that reignites your sense of purpose. 3. Identity crisis. When a life role is lost, reputation, career shift, divorce, children leaving home, you don't know who you are without the old labels. Approach. Let go of titles to discover your essence. You're not your job, title, or role. You're a creative energy capable of reinventing yourself. A divorce, for example, might force you to rediscover your independence and passions, like painting or hiking. Ordinary people stop at suffering. Awakened people turn suffering into a lever. Not everyone who suffers awakens. Some grow bitter, others withdraw. But some use a single failure to turn inward, touch their essence, release old karma, and live a completely new life. The difference lies in what you do with pain. Let it destroy you or teach you. Let it consume you or forge you into fire. Awakened people know even pain carries a message. By listening, you turn unexpected twists into destiny's leaps. For example, a business failure might teach you resilience and lead you to a more fulfilling venture, like starting a nonprofit or coaching others. Here are 5 steps to transform crises into growth levers. 1. Pause. Instead of reacting to a crisis, don't blame or avoid. Stop. Breathe deeply. Face the issue. Write down what's happening and how you feel. For instance, if you're laid off, journal your fears and hopes to gain clarity. 2. Ask the right questions. Instead of, "Why me?" ask, "What am I being reminded of? What habit needs changing? What mindset is being challenged?" If you are in debt, ask, "What spending habits led here and how can I rebuild?" 3. Dig for the lesson. Every crisis hides a personalized lesson. Others might not hurt from it, but you do because it hits your weaknesses, old karma, or ignored areas. Look closely. A breakup might reveal your tendency to prioritize others over yourself. 4. Rewrite your life story. Don't let crises define you. Write, "Who am I after this?" and choose a stronger, deeper, more self-mastered identity. After a health scare, you might redefine yourself as someone who prioritizes wellness and balance. Act 5. Take small steps. Clean your space. Call a trusted friend. Plan the next 7 days. Start meditating 10 minutes each morning. A lever only works when you move. For example, after a career setback, enroll in a course to upskill. No one wants crises, but no enduring destiny is born from ease. Life isn't hurting you. It's making you face what you've overlooked. Each break is a chance to live truer. Each loss a chance to redefine what's truly valuable. When you emerge from a crisis with a new mindset, identity, and level of awareness, you're no longer the same. You've gained an inner lever to leap far without fighting, straining, or pretending. A single crisis, like losing a home, can awaken you to simplicity and gratitude, leading to a richer, more grounded life. Chapter 10. Activating the Inner Pyramid. You don't need to chase luck. You just need to activate the 7 inner levels in the right order, and your destiny will naturally shift toward better outcomes. Life doesn't favor anyone, but it always responds precisely to your inner state. When you become a person with a healthy, flowing system from root to peak, you don't need to seek money. It finds you. The Destiny Pyramid symbolizes a deep, solid, sharp, and strong life structure. Each level is a stage of growth. When unlocked correctly and timely, each level creates a synergistic effect, leading to holistic wealth, material and spiritual, external and internal, social success, and personal peace. To recap, the 7 levels to awaken a prosperous destiny are: 1. Health, the foundation of life energy. Without health, all goals are meaningless. Your body is your only vehicle for action and value creation. For example, regular exercise and sleep improve your focus, helping you excel at work. 2. Personal growth, building wealth from within. Investing in knowledge, skills, and mindset is the most enduring form of asset accumulation. You are your greatest asset. Learning negotiation skills, for instance, can boost your income. 3. Family, the hidden stream of blessings. Your relationships with loved ones affect not just emotions, but also financial beliefs and your capacity to receive prosperity. Healing a rift with a parent, might free you from limiting money beliefs. 4. Relationships, the intangible asset for opportunities. Who you walk with determines where you go. Relationships don't need to be many, just deep and aligned. A mentor's advice could lead to a career breakthrough. 5. Career, turning value into wealth. When you do the right work, with the right people, at the right time, you thrive without strain. Your career is where your soul shines through labor. Aligning your job with your passion, like teaching, can bring fulfillment and income. 6th contribution, the secret to keeping wealth and unlocking blessings. Those who give value create a clean, lasting financial flow. Wise contribution is a high form of wealth building. Volunteering your skills can open unexpected doors. 7. Spirituality, steering your entire destiny. With spirituality, you don't lose your way. You master yourself, flowing with life's rhythm instead of forcing outcomes. Daily meditation might bring clarity to major life decisions. How do you activate these 7 levels sensibly? It requires the right order, the right level, and the right pace. Many rush to career, relationships, or money, skipping health, family, or spirituality. The result is a castle built on sand, collapsing in a crisis. For example, chasing a promotion while neglecting health leads to burnout. To truly activate your inner pyramid, don't skip levels, don't neglect any, and don't force higher levels when the lower ones are shaky. That's why those with solid foundations find wealth easier. Everyone starts from a different place. Some are healthy, but lack spirituality. Some are smart, but weak in family ties. Some are successful, but empty. So don't compare yourself to others. Compare today's you to last year's you. Ask, which level of my life is strong? Which is wobbly? Which have I never built? Then choose one core level to rebuild in the next 30 days. Don't tackle everything. Your destiny system is built through simple, consistent, level-focused actions repeated daily. For instance, focus on health by walking daily for a month before tackling career goals. You won't need tricks to attract wealth. You'll become the person wealth seeks. You won't need to beg for opportunities. You'll be strong enough to see and create them. That's the deepest transformation, from seeker to attractor, from chaser to creator, from fearful to steadfast. A small business owner who builds health, skills, and relationships, for example, naturally draws clients without aggressive marketing. And you'll see wealth isn't just a destination. It's the essence of who you become after a disciplined journey of inner building. You don't need luck for a good life. You need a strong, awakened, enduring inner structure. The destiny pyramid of wealth isn't outside you. It's been within you all along, waiting for you to awaken it, level by level, action by action, step by step, returning to living true. Destiny doesn't need you to be the best. It needs you to be the truest, the steadiest, and deep enough not to be swayed by life's storms. And when you live that way, destiny unfolds. No begging, no chasing, just the natural arrival of what you need. A teacher who lives authentically, for instance, might inspire students who later open doors to unexpected wealth.